Do we have to play DDR to sing the song correctly? I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective. Well then, let us begin the ritual right away. Yay! We finally get to see Anji. Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Anji's spirit should go in. Bye, Himiko. It was nice knowing you. Oh, bye, Tenko. It was nice knowing you. No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Anji. Yeah? You want to talk to Anji, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. No DDR. Please. Tenko. Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying when you're talking to Anji, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger into something can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. It seems like the two of them made up. That's good. So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin. Alright, Himiko. I'll see you later. No, you won't. You're dead. It doesn't matter if they're last words or not. I feel fairly certain that somebody dies during this ritual. Please endure it for the rest of your life. I mean, I guess we... We could be getting rused here. This could all be a build-up for nothing. But I don't think so. I think she is toast. She is totally dead. Ah, damn it. First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic circle. Are we gonna wind up in a different room? Like, he set up the magic circle in another room, and while the lights are out, we're gonna something... There's something like the... I don't know. Something... Some bullshit. Some bullshit's gonna happen. I'm ready for it. Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong. Plot twist, everyone dies, Tenko wakes up alone, leaves the Matrix, becomes the real protagonist. Also possible. I want to stress this. Stirp, you may be correct. Wouldn't it?
疲れた。で、次はこのカゴ白い布で覆うんでしょ。
その役目は僕がやるよ。さて、これでよし。茶柱さん、大丈夫？
床しか見えない体勢なのでわかりませんが、おそらく大丈夫だと思います。
But see, this is putting way too much. Like, Kyo is the guy who knows this ritual inside and out. It's kind of unbelievable that somebody else would like glance at his Dog Village book and go, "Oh, I have a plan to murder someone in the post-murder investigation phase," and it's flawless. Like. Like, it would have to be him. He would have to be the culprit. Oh, it's adorable.
そんなに重いものをカゴの上に乗せて大丈夫なんですか？
そもそも高齢術用の鉄カゴだからね。重さに耐えられるようにできているはずだよ。
ならいいですけど。
Plot twist: the cage just breaks, the thing falls on her and kills her, and it's just a total accident. Like the Monokumas are like, somebody died doing an accident. It's not a murder, so it doesn't count. Oh well, on to Anji's class trial. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Anji speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance. The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room.
I can't do it if you're watching. If you...
Chronixus is here.
Alright. Can't do it if you're leering at me. It's creepy.
Thank you for that, host. I appreciate it. Welcome to you and any viewers that came along. We're in the investigation phase of Chapter 3, as somebody was killed, but I have a very strong feeling that a second person is going to be killed, and we're going to have a trial for 2 people. The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. Don't forget that one of the corners has a hole in it. Oh, man. Wait, she's by the one that has the hole in it. What are you trying to pull? We each stood in a different corner.
そろそろ部屋を暗くしようか。ろうそくの位置が近いのは大間くんと犀原くんだね。じゃあ、ろうそくを消して戻ってきてくれるかな。壁沿いに歩けば暗くても問題ないよね。
暗くした後でまた隅まで戻ってくるんだね。オッケー、わかったよ。
夢野さんはそのまま動かないでいいよ。君のそばの床は隙間が空いてて危ないからね。
Yeah.
わかったぞ。
Maybe it's Himiko that dies here, and not Tenko. Or maybe both. Maybe both. There hasn't been a rule that says you can only kill 2 people.
その歌の後で僕が与永さんの霊に呼びかけるけど、彼女が答えるまでは死後現金で頼むよ。
ねえ、高齢術が終わった後は俺と犀原ちゃんがまたろうそくに火をつければいいの？
そうだね。倉庫からマッチを持ってきたから、これでろうそくに火をつけてくれるかな。
Intense and time consuming. This is going to be like a 3-hour investigation because of all this. I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then began the singing.
とうとらとうた
Kyo led us all in the Caged Child song. This is Corpse Party! That's even the Corpse Party font, isn't it?
のこおんのこお山の下で
I should be playing this on Halloween.
かごかけてくれやんせとうとらとうたかごからでやるは双子がひとご
Thunk?
陰の子逃げたか女の子黒たかとうとらとうた
We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
ね
Oh, I thought he would say that. Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga? He began calling. Now, if the medium answers,
えね
is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga? What's going on?
えね
Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga?
どうしたんじゃ？
What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
え待って
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer?
と
Maybe it failed.
そうだな
Let's light the candles briefly. What? Is that okay?
ま
Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. Hey, what's going on? Did it really
そ
fail?
んなはずは
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect, and also seances are real.
なんじゃ？
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there?
あれ
Tenko?
そうだね
I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for now?
待って
Wait. Dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
ち
Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. Just like setting up, Kyo instructed us how to clean everything up. We were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kyo directed.
じゃあ布を取る
Now, I will remove the sheet. And inside was Mukuro. No. Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside. Oh?
もしや
Something is amiss. Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Uh-oh. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... I can't believe it. Yes, I can. Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monophanie's green puke was predicting this tragedy. Oh, the puke's color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this. Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. The 17th student somewhere in this academy. By God, a murder! The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running. Seriously? It's like unbelievable. Like it's actually gotten to the point where now it's weird. Like now it's weird that this is happening. Like they made it really, really obvious that they were going to kill whoever was in the middle there. What is this? How did this happen? Tenko, Gonta, so sorry. Gonta no could protect you. Shuichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened? I don't know. What's happening? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Chapter 3 has been a double every game? Yeah. Yeah. I'm fine with that. Like, it's not like I was expecting 3 to be a double the third time, because who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe the fourth case would have been a double instead. Maybe 8 people would have died this time. I was ready for anything. Maybe 8 people are still going to die. I don't know for sure that this is a double. Maybe Anji is still alive. Maybe freaking I don't even know. Who knows? I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away? Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Anji may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes? Huh? What happens in the event there are 2 murders by 2 people? What if there are 2 blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial? Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? Huh? What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen? Why do you look so lost, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. Oh, I'll see you later, Blind Umpire. Thanks, I hope you had fun. I hope to see you next time, too. I'll be playing tomorrow, but not a long stream. Probably like 3 to 7 or something. I really don't know what to do. Really, I don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate. Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help. Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. Gross. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that. Huh? It's all your fault, Monophony? Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own. We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now. That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been loved before, Monodam. Daddy, I love you, so please go back to normal. I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, you're making me blush. I'm back. Were you good while I was away? And the gross one. Thank you so much, my adorable, darling cubs. With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation. No. Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax. Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave, whether you get permission or not. Wait. Wait, so then who's this Baldy then? Oh, that's just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone. Here's your pay, like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here. Huh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again? That's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served. First come, first served? The Blacken who killed the first victim will be discovered. The Blacken who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target. In other words, if the Blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the Blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim. Oh, I'll add this to the school regulation so you can review it later. I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too. So that's weird. If the same person killed both of them, we just have to find out who Angie's killer is, and we've got both, covered. And if they're two different people, we still only need to find Angie's killer. So it doesn't actually matter, right now anyway, who killed... Oh... What if Tenko killed Angie? Right? We go, okay, Tenko is the Blackened. There's no execution, it's just the two of them are dead. And somebody killed Tenko, which will probably prove, even though No, I have no... well, no, I think that seems to be correct, but I'm still really confused as to what the outcome of this is going to be. Boy, Father is going so... Everything's going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leader's got to be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst. Daddy, you're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let go of any of you. Or I will never let any of you go. He just left us behind while saying he would never let us go. That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me some more, Daddy. Whoa. Nobody clip that, please. So to make sense of all that, If both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Anji's killer. But we don't even know if there is a different culprit, do we?
そうだな。
True. We should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
興奮するよね。
Aha. Finally, things are heating up. Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
カス
Gah, you fucking psycho.
周一。
Shuichi, this is bad. Huh? This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
でもよ。
So this is where you need to step up.
いい
He's
か。
still keeping this shtick going. Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. Yeah. Alright, then let's check the Monokuma file first. The victim is Tenko Chibashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle, empty room on the 4th floor. Time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. A stab wound on her neck. The same as Anji's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Anji's curse. Curse? He didn't make the even better face. God, not again. There it is.
ちょっと
Chotto!
何が呪いだ。
桃田くん落ち着いて
呪いだってあってたまるかよ。ふざけんな。
ふざけてるのはあんたの方でしょ殺されたいの
But she actually means it this time. A dull sound reverberated through the room. Kaito, are you okay?
悪い。
My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna go get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
そうだよ。
True. We haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at stake.
こんなことって
That's true, but Anji, and then Tenko. And to think earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
悔しいよ。
It's all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends. Again. Tenko's death caught all of us off guard. Everyone is panicking. Nobody expected it. It was completely out of left field. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder because I'm a detective. Investigation resume.
あのさ
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to. Well, there we go. Open and shut case. Bring on the trial. Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay? No, that won't be necessary. Yeah, that's not necessary at all. Huh? Why?
ええか
Show 'em, Kibo. Show 'em your new power. New power?
美人すぎる天才美人発明家こと入間美優様がキーボのメンテナンス時に追加した新機能だ
ここは任せてください。僕が光となって皆さんを照らします。
Hope.
照らせ照らせ照らしちま
Shine on, you crazy diamond. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
え大丈夫
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate. Yeah, you're right. Kibo's flashlight function has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Has it now? Has it? Has it been added? Really?
任せてください。
What do you say,
そんな
Kyo?
はずは。
Why? Why did this?
やっぱり
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
もちろんだよ。
Of course, I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all of the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
そうだ。
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this
バカ
time...
バカしい
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
そうだね。
True. It may be best to move past what happened, to know why the seance
あ
failed.
そう
Whatever, just hurry up. Are we going to flash back this entire thing? We just saw this. So we're gonna... This is really wasting time. We just saw this.
そう。
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but... now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Funk. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought perhaps someone may have tripped. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
どうなの
And then what happened?
あ
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi light the candles. Oh! Well, I guess we'll inspect the body in a moment, but the board was moved. Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
いや。
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was in the cage, yes?
だったら
Then when was she killed?
それが
Yes, that is a problem.
そうだね。
There is another problem.
どうして。
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
もしよ。
Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in here?
どうせ
Obviously, since this seance was clearly a sham. Maki was never one to pull her punches. This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Okay. One of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place.
いや
No, not necessarily. Huh? Seriously? This seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. Yes, it was. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
もしかして
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
バカか
Oh, I missed something. There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. Was this? Did she? Do we? It was her voice. It was, I guess. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Anji speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive. Was it Kibo and his recording function? But when the candles were relit, she had already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case. Man, what a lame... Oh, he already said that. How about you, buddy? You sad? You're sad. First Angie, then Tenko. Gonta so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends. A lot of the people that I thought would be dead already are not. Ugh. Oh, damn it. Himiko, hey Himiko, be strong Himiko. Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break. But she not talking, it like Himiko not even here. She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down, they're just lying on top of the cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily. But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could do so easily, right? Yes, I suppose. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this. I'm sorry, Tenko. Cry later. Huh? Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too. Even though it doesn't matter who killed Tenko. It doesn't matter at all. That's the unfortunate thing. I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit. For Tenko and all of us. You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. The rock did it. It was the rock. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be the thing that we just talked about. We really could use a lot less flashing back to things that happened in the last 20 minutes. Apparently we need it, though. This cage... This is the cage used in the seance. Shocking! It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage. Big enough for a person to fit inside. Hey, look at this. A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah? Yes, I imagine so. This spatter must have been made when she was killed. Which means it was an anime death. Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead. Just put me in the trial. Just put me in. None of this is going to be helpful. If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted. Like, Himiko ran over and picked up the cage and stabbed her in the neck in one swift motion. Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted? That is a possibility, somehow, I guess. Oh, oh, I bet the dog statue has a, maybe the dog statue has a blade that comes out of it or something. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Wait. What? Go to the pub. I'm not going to the pub. I'm staying here and playing Danganronpa 3. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain? Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out. What do you mean? You were concerned about that, right? With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. Blade in the statue. I mean, right? You're speaking from experience? Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense. The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Ah, this floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko. Why is this floorboard loose? It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance. Why would it come loose during the seance? A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Cloth have blood on the underside? It's the white sheet we used for the seance. Flashback. Although maybe that was important. Kyo was the one who removed it, so maybe he did something to it as he removed it. This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet. But no hole in the fabric. Damn! Alright, no sword in the dog statue. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth. She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. Oh no, wait, did the cloth go on top of the whole thing? Oh, they've repeated the sequence of events so many times, and I've skipped it every time because I didn't even think of that. Like, was the sheet on top of the dog, or was the sheet on top of the cage? I think it was on top. No, putting the dog on was the last step. I'm sure of it. Maybe there was a ghost sword that comes out of the dog. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. Yeah, okay. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy. Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls. Huh? What do you know about girls? Have you ever touched a woman besides your mother? What? Times 0. Anyway, if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily. Yeah, you're right about that. It didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Ruined magic circle. It's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. At least it was. It's been completely stumped over. I suppose it was unavoidable. Was this drawn with salt? Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt. Huh? Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous. Ridiculous? I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my body. Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. He's basically Kyoko 2.0 at this point. What's his name? Kaito was a poor Kyoko replacement. She is more up to the task. She even has the eyes that match her clothes. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually. In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle. We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document. Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Of course I can't leave. I gotta look at the candles. Hands on the wall, around the windows. Okay, it wasn't that. Hole in the corner? There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but
こ
still.
れって
A hole? Looks like there's space under the hole, too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. What? Something dropped down there? Was something dropped from here?
ね
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for
え
ourselves?
そうだね
Right, let's do it.
ところでさ
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
そうだな
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine. Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down. Okay, got it. I pulled some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. How big is it down here? Okay, about what I thought. This is more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours. Let's look around for
あ
clues.
のさ
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around this dusty place. Yeah. Bloody sickle, okay. The blood on this sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
これって
This came from my research lab. It
あ
did?
のさ
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes, too.
まあ
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6
そう
inches.
だよ
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
でも
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
そうだね
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. And her posture is the question. Throwing sickles. Yeah. If the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
そうだな
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Are we completely ignoring the idea that the killer was under the floorboards and came up through? They really aren't going to come to that conclusion on their own? They need me to do it? Okay, there it is. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Dried blood. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's the same under the floorboard. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
ね
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
えどうなの
Did Tenko's blood spatter here when she got killed?
そうだな
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet. But these blood stains here are completely dry. There must be some reason why these particular stains are dry. Ah, look! Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
そうだね
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width too. And from what I can see of it,
そうだな
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is, why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
だったら
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Is that everything? Some of the wood is corroded and broken off, so you can see into the next room.
ね
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally, but I could get to the next room through here.
確かに
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
いや
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in there. Then they could have used a light like we're doing right now.
まあ
True. They used a light to move around under the floor? Is that possible?
いいかな
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. I hope we're towards the end, so we can take another break before the trial. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. We've only been investigating this room. Are you sure that's wise? What do you mean?
だって
If Anji and Tenko have different killers, then the black one we need to vote for is the culprit for the first murder, the culprit who killed Anji. That's what Midokuma said.
だったら
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Anji's? Is there also going to be like a weird, oh, actually Tenko was killed first? That doesn't seem possible. I mean, we didn't check Anji for a pulse or anything, but... Yes, of course.
でも
Oh, what if Anji was killed and then brought back to life? Or Tenko was. What if Tenko was killed and brought back to life? And so she's technically the one who was murdered first. Ah. Ah. But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. Well, who's ready? That's ketchup. Fucking See? No, you can't fool me. You can't fool me. I got that right on time. It was like, you aren't dead, you piece of shit. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror? What are you doing? Oh, wait. Is it? Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
どうして
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then, suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. You stepped through a floorboard?
ひどいよね
Jeez, that got me good. 'Cause of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
ちょっと
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
おお
Well, there's no reason he can't lose consciousness and then tell us. Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Huh?
殺し合いの誇り
Oh, we didn't get to go back to the other room. Rip. Rip. I shouldn't have spent so much time. Confidence, dreams, that's what this killing game is all about.
殺し合いファンよ、胸を張れ。そしてしかと見届けよ。
I'll let you go ahead,
プロ野
Monokuma.
球、サッカー、スマホゲー、よく見ていろ。これが殺し合いのパワーだ。殺し合いは絶対に負けない。全生徒、学級裁判場に入場です。
Let's do it. I'm ready. I guess time's up.
あらららら。
Oh man, it's cause of you guys. I didn't have time. I didn't have enough time to check on something. What were you trying to check?
ほら、
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately,
ちー。
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in this document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in this picture. Why would that even matter? How could that possibly matter? Not only that, he used the same exact tools. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later.
西市。
At the class trial, so see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi. You bloody Kokichi is right. Let's go to...
そうだね。
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
殺されたいの。
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Can I just warpity warp? That cheeky little Brit faking his own death. I'm gonna want to watch a lot of people play this game. It would appear we all have gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
そっか。
Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery.
大丈夫。
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
大丈夫。
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
おお。
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch.
知らない。
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
つうわけで、
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
おーし。
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
よくないな。
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
名前だぶ。
Achua, please, lend us your power.
ですが、
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Anji, whom Atua loved most of all.
あのさ、
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
僕だって。
So what? Robots can believe in God.
そうです。
Actually, before I even met Anji, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. Go on. Was it Flowey?
ふっふっふ。
You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
ちょっと。
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
たくよ。
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap. His trap?
そうだな。
He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
もういいよ。
No, he didn't. Yeah, there's no way.
なあ。
Shuichi, say something. What should I say? Trial number 3. But with a weird rule this time. Because the other ones, they've explicitly said, once a murder has happened, we won't allow a second person. No, I guess they never really said that. But they were like, yeah, okay, it was the same, the kills were the same. The same person is responsible for both of the kills. As usual, we walked toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard, we descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. How do elevators work? And so we fell, faster and faster, downward into the black. Take me out to the black, tell them I ain't coming back. I don't care, I'm still free. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it? Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Morodam sad. As much as I love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth. Let's hurry up and get this started. At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. The third class trial was about to begin. Anji Yonaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. Then Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men. Did she? Did that ever come up? That she hated men, like men specifically. That's... I guess I need to pay more attention, I don't know. But I knew that she hated the terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And was the one who killed them one... Was it one person? Two different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Yeah, I want to save. As expected of a degenerate male to not notice. Alright, so sit back and enjoy the court preparation music while we take a short break. Wait, is there music? It is very faint music. Enjoy the very faint music.